Welcome to the Making More Time to Study series, brought to you by the AICPA and CIMA in association with Kaplan, bringing you bite-sized content in the shortest time possible. This guide is the third in our series as we try to find solutions to one of the greatest challenges to effective study, notably lack of time. More specifically, we're focusing on understanding our priorities. Stuart, this is something we all need to improve. I know I do. What advice can you offer us?
We all do, Mark. You're absolutely right. And although we're talking about studying here in terms of prioritisation, it is actually a life skill. The technique I want to talk about is called the Eisenhower decision matrix, and it's attributed to Dwight Eisenhower, who was President of the United States. And he said that whenever your affairs seem to be in crisis, we're almost compelled to give our first attention to the urgent rather than the important, i.e. the urgent present rather than the important future. And in a nutshell, that's what this diagram shows you. So if you look at that top left-hand side where it's got urgent and important, if something has got to be done and it's important, clearly the action is to do it now. The danger is that we are always in the urgent and important category. And the reason for that is because we're not planning. So everything is coming at us. And that's this idea of what you'll hear people talk about, firefighting. They're getting through a day, they're achieving what they needed to do, but they never seem to get ahead. And that's the same in business and work as it is in study. Where we need to spend some of our time is the not urgent and important category. And I'm thinking about things here like booking the exam date. You don't have to book the exam today, but if you don't book it, slowly that time is stolen from you. And as that time gets less, it then slips into the, well, I better book the exam, if not, and you're suddenly in the urgent and important category. And of course, that same logic applies to getting through some of the material, learning materials. Well, I need to be on this section by this date. Oh, it doesn't have to be in by Saturday, the exam, or I don't have to submit this. And then suddenly you find you've got 2 or 3 together. So these 2 top boxes for me are the most important. So please spend time planning on things that need to be done, and once you put them in the diary, you stick to them. As to the others, if something is urgent and not important, well, you can give it somebody else to do. And the one that is of least use is if it's not urgent, i.e. you don't need to get it done today, and it's not very important, then you don't do it at all. So this might be watching your favourite TV programme. In summary, what we've got here is a really powerful matrix that will help you plan your studies more effectively. Over to you, Mark.
Thank you, Stuart. So it's important to rank the tasks that keep you busy to ensure you're correctly focusing on the right activities. It seems it's all about the planning. Use the time you are spending on non-urgent and unimportant tasks to focus on the important and urgent activities.
Perfect.
From all of us at the AICPA and CIMA and Kaplan, we wish you well with your studies.